What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to do a quick review of this coffee mug warmer. In this review, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about this mug warmer, including one thing you should know before buying. So there's nothing better than a nice warm or hot cup of coffee in the morning, depending on how you like it. And we have been reviewing a bunch of different of the mug warmers out there just to basically find one that we really like. And this one is good, and I'll explain here why that is, but we definitely do like it overall. So before we talk about the warmer itself, let's talk about what it comes with. So it comes with this little spoon to basically, tea, coffee, whatever it is, just to stir. It's a nice ceramic little spoon that comes with it. So you could just basically use that in whatever liquid you have in here to mix things if needed. It also has this top, which is kind of cool. It's a bamboo thing, and it also has a slot for the spoon as well, which is a nice little addition. This is a great way to keep your coffee or tea or whatever it is warmer while you're not actually drinking it. So I think that's pretty cool. In addition to this, obviously we have the warmer itself, and then we have the mug that comes with it, which I don't know how well you can tell, but it's basically a black and gold mug. And it's also worth noting that the mug itself has an interesting design on the bottom. They don't really say much about it, but I assume that this helps actually keep everything warm or hot, when you're actually using it. That said, you can use any mug that is able to withstand the heat, which should be pretty much any coffee mug out there when you're using this thing. So how does this actually work? Pretty simple. Basically right now it is off. All you have to do is touch this. That is the red light, and then there is the blue light, okay? And then one more time for off. When you touch it once, the red light indicates that is a high temperature setting. So this is 122 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit or 55 to 60 Celsius. And then when you touch it to go to blue, that is 104 to 122 degrees Fahrenheit and 40 to 50 degrees Celsius. So if you are wondering, does this actually work? So right now, the ambient temperature in this room is about 67 degrees. So we'll just touch it right here. And you're going to see it continue to climb, 72, 73. I'm not going to keep this on here, but basically it will climb up. It does get to be a pretty hot surface, and it works exactly as intended. And I've been testing it on the blue mode and red mode as well. And red definitely does keep the liquid inside a little bit warmer, for sure. Now, personally, when I drink coffee, I actually prefer to keep it on the blue mode, because I will say what I've noticed about this thing is it does tend to get a little bit warmer than you'd think. So I would basically recommend, especially, we've used it for about a week or so, especially when it's, early on, use the blue mode just to make sure you don't burn yourself. The red one does get pretty hot. Like I said, it's 122 to 140 Fahrenheit. So it does get pretty warm overall. But yeah, it works exactly as intended and does a really, really good job at keeping my coffee warm. It's also worth noting that this does have an auto shut off after 4 hours for a safety concern, or for a safety, precaution, if you will, which I think is a nice little feature as well. Now, in terms of things to know about this, so there's actually two things. So first off, it says right here, caution hot surface. The thing to know is that even though it gets your coffee or whatever liquid up to a certain degree, 120 degrees, 140 degrees, whatever it may be, this tends to get a lot hotter than that, right? So I'm just touching it right now. I can feel the warmth on it. Know that, right? This actually is much hotter than the liquid that's going to be inside of your mug because all the heat has to come from here, which then transfers through the mug to the liquid, right? So make sure that you're aware this gets a lot hotter than just the liquid itself. And then the other thing to note is that one question that people have is like, okay, well, if I have cold coffee and I put it on here, how long will it take to heat it up? That could take at least 30, 45 minutes, right? Because there's a lot of time that goes into the heat transference into the liquid. So what this is really for is, what it's advised for is when you have your hot cup of coffee and you're in the midst of drinking it, put it back on here, right? When you're not drinking it, that's what this is really used for. It's not something that's, used to heat up the coffee that you have. You can use it for that, but it takes quite a bit of time. It's really better for those that are in the midst of drinking coffee. When they're done, they put it down here and then they continue to drink. That's really what this is made for. But yeah, guys, overall, this works exactly as intended, exactly as it should be. So if you're considering getting it as a gift or for yourself, definitely do think it's a good buy and hope that you enjoy it.